Butterflies fill my spine, I feel myself getting hot again. Nerves rushing through my brain, yeah, they can't hear fire from the trees. You're standing by his side, red tracks burning down your face. You're real close now, baby. Holy fuck, I feel it with you. I lose self-control. Now I found this shit not one taking me now. You got me on my knees begging for your lady. And like a fool to stand around and let you blame me. And I'm riding in the sky to the heavens like an
Hi, my name is Leo Connors, and welcome to The Ring and All Other Sports. Tonight I got two guests. I got Bugsy Stone, Bare Knuckle Burly, the Knuckle Busters.
What's up?
What's up, guys?
How you doing?
Leo.
Good to see
Good
you.
to see you guys, really.
Always a pleasure.
Look at Bugsy, huh, though?
I know.
Wow, man. I told him when I saw him, I was like, because I saw some pictures of him. I'm
Yeah.
like, wow, dude, you lost a lot of weight. And I told my grandson did, too.
I texted him the other day. I said, you lost the weight, and I found it all.
All right, let's get right into it, all right? First question is from Jason Kukin. You know
Kukin,
Jason?
yep.
Yep. How did Big Woody find Bugsy and Burly?
So I'll start, I guess. Well, actually, you start, because you were there before I was, setting up the ring. And
Yep. So I went to a show and then talked to the guys at Atlantic Pro Wrestling, and they were like, "Were you ever interested in training?" And I was like, "Years ago." I was 30 at the time, and I went to like a 2-day training with a bunch of the guys, and then from there, Woody, at the end of it all, he was like, "I didn't think you would last 2 minutes, and you outshine the young kids."
Nice.
And I just kept coming back as a security guard, and eventually, like a year went by, and they ended up pairing us. I think he knew that I needed to be in a tag team,
Right.
which
You mean Woody?
yes,
Yeah.
And I had just started getting booked there. I had known the other guys, Derek and Ginger and all those guys. I had trained with
Right.
them at the when they had the little gym in, I don't know if that was Haverhill or Bradford, one of those towns there, one of the bordering towns. And so I knew all those guys. So when they started APW, I was already out working singles. Me and Joey Bieber and Joe Mullet, we'd go to Rhode Island for showcase. So I was wrestling around for Pat and stuff.
Joey Bieber.
Kill Martin.
Yeah. Justin Riker, too.
Yeah. So I was already wrestling for a little while, and then I finally made it to APW, and I had a couple of matches. I think my first match was with Larry, a one-on-one with Larry.
Wow.
Larry Huntley.
Wow. Nice.
And then
Good veteran to lead you, too.
oh, for sure.
Yeah.
And we worked with him and Jake several times. We learned a lot from those guys. But the way Woody used to tell it was that he saw me and Bugsy talking backstage.
Yeah.
And he looked at the two of us. We had kind of like a similar look. My hair was a little different at the time. So he asked me how I felt. And I said, yeah, I'm fine with that because I had already done a tag team with Big Bear.
Right.
For Jason.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Big Bear Matute.
Yeah, and I like tag team wrestling. I've always liked tag team wrestling. So I was all about it. And then me and Bugsy were talking. We, between the three of us, we came up with the name. Bugsy came up with the shirts. And then when it was getting closer, I didn't quite bick my head the way Bugsy does, but I shaved it real short, and I let my beard grow out just so we looked a little more similar.
Right.
And that's it. Off to the races.
Wow, that's awesome, man. That's really cool. And Jason has a follow-up. What year was that, and for how long were the Knuckle Busters wrestling together?
I think it was 2013.
Yeah, somewhere around
The end
there,
of 2012, 13.
Right.
It's created.
Yeah, and I think it was about 2 years in total before we started feuding with each other.
Yep.
I think it was about 2 years.
I like to say forever, but
Yeah.
Right. Jason, thank you for the questions, and we're going to go back to the beginning here. Joe Moakley.
no boy.
guy that you guys know well.
Yep.
I want to hear about the best trip you guys took with Woody.
Ooh.
They all blend together after a
do.
while, don't they? Right?
They do.
There was that one though with all the posts where where Woody kept calling me a d-bag. Remember?
Yes.
So that's the one that everybody knows, and probably the one Joe wants to hear about.
Yep.
To be honest. So it was they had done a radio spot. Remember Woody and it might even been Woody and Joe. They had done a local radio spot.
Okay.
And during the part where Woody was talking, he was just glowing about Bugsy. I'm so proud of Bugsy. He's come so far, and this and that, and he, all love for him.
Right.
And then the interview was over, and he told me, he said, and I realized I never even mentioned you. I didn't even say your name.
Right.
And he honestly felt bad about it, but then obviously he turned it into a rib.
Yeah.
So we were going up to Maine. It was that weekend, I think, and he started posting just to keep himself entertained because some of those trips up to Maine were pretty far up there.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
So he was posting just to entertain himself about how he was the longest trip of my life with D-Bag, Burly, and Bugsy, who I'm so proud of.
Yep.
So he probably made like five or 10 posts like that, and everybody got a kick out of it.
That's
the
funny.
one that I remember the most. But there was so many. We had good times.
Yeah. Do you have anything you want to add?
I remember that trip
Yeah.
specifically. That's the one I think about.
Right.
But I remember just being in the back seat, sitting behind Woody, and just kind of always wanting to make him laugh because it was fun.
Right.
Yeah. We were having fun.
That's awesome.
At Burly's expense.
Most of the time, yes.
I try to let Woody take care of that because I didn't want to get on his case too much.
Right.
After filling up the car with gas, going to pick up Bugsy, going to pick up Woody, then they'd harass me the whole way up.
Yeah.
Back and forth, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What a jerk I was.
That is hilarious. All right. Charlie Smith, what's something about being in a tag team that fans never really understand?
You kind of got to think as one, even though you're two.
Yep.
Right.
You know what I mean? You gotta, and you're remembering 4 people's worth of spots instead of just 2 people.
Right.
And especially when Bugsy was first learning, I was literally calling the spots for him on those.
Right.
We built it into the gimmick.
Yeah.
Where Bugsy was, kind of with days off and
Right.
and I'd be telling him what to do. But we did that because he was inexperienced.
Yep.
And I don't want to say it worked perfectly, but it worked pretty damn good.
Right.
Yeah. I
That's
think
pretty.
it's just the dynamic too is there's more people. You add a manager.
Yep.
Yeah.
Especially, singles match, you have a manager or something. The
Right.
dynamic
So
changes.
Yeah, for sure. And guys, I'm a tag team guy. I'd much rather watch a tag team match than a singles match. I really would.
There's nothing like that hot tag when you got
Absolutely.
when you got the crowd.
Absolutely.
Right there.
And the double teamwork and stuff like that. It's really good stuff.
Yep.
All right. Maverick Wild. The best things in wrestling happen after hours in a restaurant and or bar. What was your best after show interaction with Woody?
Probably, there was the weekend that they put us up in the hotel, remember?
Yep.
It was the
Oh,
hotel
yeah.
that Larry was working at. I don't know if he still works there. By the airport.
Yep, I
all the way
remember.
up. And Woody being like, after a while, he kind of like started taking on like the manager role.
Right.
Behind the scenes too,
Oh, wow.
So he knew that we were going to get out of the show and get to the hotel so late that, we were like, oh, what the hell are we going to eat after the show and this and that. So he took it upon himself to make fresh meatballs with sauce.
Nice.
Bring a bag of rolls.
Yep.
And then we're back at the hotel. I'm sure we were drinking beers or whatever, right?
Yep.
And Woody's making us meatball subs.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome. My meatball subs were over at APW.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
crazy.
Oh, yeah.
They really were. It was
were.
nuts.
You're a great cook. My wife still talks
you.
about the chicken finger dinners.
Oh, yeah, dude. I really got to do it again.
Yeah.
I found a chicken finger place right in Nashua.
Yep.
Then they said they were on vacation till the 24th. And then I called after the 20th. We're on vacation till the 28th. Finally, I go by July 1st. There's nothing in the building.
Yeah.
They're gone.
Yeah.
And I mean, they were huge, dude. $17, right? Fries, coleslaw,
Yep.
and chicken. But there had to have been like 18, 20 pieces of chicken in there.
Yeah. I have that trouble too. I was a cook for 20 years,
Right.
like you, and I have trouble going out to eat sometimes because I'm like, I could make this at home.
That's why we never go out for Italian food. My girlfriend's
Never.
100% Italian because I can do it.
I agree with you 100%.
You know what I mean? Ever. I mean,
agree
I go
with
with
that.
Chinese food
Oh,
and
yeah.
stuff
Yeah.
like
Yep,
that,
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
All right. Do you have anything from Woody from the restaurant? or an interaction after the show?
We'd stop at Subway almost every time on
Yeah.
the way back too, because it was the only thing open at the gas station. Remember?
Oh yeah, there was in the first year specifically, we would pack up the ring, pack up the show, and then go and watch the show on because they were recording.
Right.
And it was just ribbing each other. And,
Yeah.
Derek's there, Joe's there,
Right.
Matt's there, Hunter Ward's there, and we're just it's just the guys hanging out afterwards. So
Right.
The
excuse me.
after the APW shows, especially at the fire hall, our heyday there, I would always have to leave kind of early because my work schedule in those days was Sunday to Thursday.
Oh, okay.
So I'd have to be
Right.
home in bed and up by 6 to get. I was working in Dedham at the time.
Right.
So I would always miss out on the after the show.
Right.
I would get there early and help set up, and I would help Derek a lot of times with the AV stuff and stuff like that. But the after the show, I'd missed out on a lot of after show stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
That's cool. All right. Do you remember the first match you guys had? This is a question from me.
Yeah, it was. It wasn't even, the first night we were together. You didn't even have a match. I had a match.
Did he get involved?
I had a match, and you came out at the end.
Yep.
So that was the first, and then was the first one against Lumberjake and Larry. It might have been.
It must have been.
Was that for APW?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Because I know Jake used to work for him a while
Or it's
ago.
possible it could have been. They put a mask on like Creed and somebody else.
Yes,
It might have been something like that.
Oh yes.
Battle Cat. Was it
Yeah, something on
Thundercat or Battle
Thundercat. Yeah.
Yeah. And it might have been that, but it was either that or Larry and Lumberjake, who was Country Fried at the time.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever wrestle Big Gun? In a tag match?
I'm sure we have.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure we did.
With Jake Sargent probably, right? As his partner?
No.
No?
That
Okay.
was we were gone by then.
Oh, really?
He hadn't.
Yeah,
he hadn't turned
that's
heel.
right.
I don't think he had turned heel,
No, that's
or unless I could be mistaken. But
Right. All right. Who were some of your heated rivals? Now, I know you told me the glamorous ones.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
For sure.
for sure.
Definitely.
And I didn't know who the glamorous ones were, but I looked them up. And Joe Moakley, Danny Miles, and Mike Paver. And that's a pretty good threesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually,
Mike Paver's very underrated, man, in my opinion.
Yes.
He's awesome.
Yes.
Oh yeah, he was great, and we learned a lot from those guys too.
Right.
And Buddy Romano. Buddy Romano was with
Was
them.
part
Oh,
of them.
yeah,
Was
that's
for-
true.
I immediately thought of Buddy
Yeah.
when I read the name,
Yeah.
but then I looked up and it didn't say him. So.
Yeah, it was 4 of them.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Buddy, man, another underrated dude.
Yeah.
man.
So they were all so good, and
Right.
they had fun putting us over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
made it
for
a good.
sure.
They made it a good time for themselves.
Right.
And therefore, everyone has a good time.
There were times just going to the ring and watching them was just as entertaining as the match.
Oh yeah, I mean, all 4 of those guys are good workers, man.
Yep.
All of them.
Yep.
So, and then you also took on the Brotherhood a lot, Jason Rumble and Bo Douglas.
Oh boy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because there was a lot of interaction with VCW and APW,
Yep.
with, essentially sister promotions for a little while there.
Yeah.
And and they had just got back as a tag team. Jay wanted to do something away from the heavyweight title.
Right.
So him and Bo started tagging, and we were APW champs,
Yep.
and they were VCW champs. And we set it up where the ultimate goal was to put both belts on us.
Right.
But we set it up where at the VCW show, either the week or the night before, I had a shoulder injury.
Okay.
So they ended up beating us for the APW titles on a VCW show,
Yep.
which set up the rematch
At the APW.
at the Fire Hall
Yeah.
for all the belts.
And you guys won them all.
And we won them
Yeah.
all. Yep.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then-
Yeah, you wrestled
and then
me,
lost them
Jason
all.
Rumble. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I love
Those
it.
guys were great.
I always
I
try
love
to
Jay.
do is, the imitation. All you gotta do is talk like you smoked 1,000 cigarettes.
I messed up a few months ago when they put him in the Showcase Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
I messed up. I booked a trip to Florida to visit my folks.
Right.
I would have been there in a heartbeat. I was going to go with Joey.
Yeah, I wanted to go to that too, but that Crockett and adult Mark Beaudry went in, and I've been friends with Mark Beaudry for like 40 years almost.
It was the same weekend, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the same night.
Same night.
Same night. If it would have been the same weekend, I would have went.
Yeah. Chaotic wrestling.
You
he's
know?
talking about.
Yep.
Yeah. Because Joey went and gave him and spoke and everything.
He did a hell of a job.
Oh, I'm sure he did, man. He's a lot smarter than he looks. But I love Joey. I do. And his son, man, is awesome. He took Riker to a house show the other day.
Oh, yeah.
He hit me up and asked, but I had to go to work early the next day, so I couldn't go.
In Manchester?
Yeah. He said hey, Riker liked it a lot.
Good.
Riker's finally comes up to me and wants to punch me and stuff like that when I go and see him, So I pick him up and I body slam him.
Yeah,
he's a great little kid.
Yeah, he's a cute kid.
All right. So, Jim Sargent, any chance of a reunion match? We could do a 6-man as the only members of the APW Hall of Fame.
Wow.
That's it? Just you guys? Woody must be in too, right? Obvious.
Yeah, it's us and Woody.
Right.
And Big Gun was the first one. They don't do it every year, right? It's every couple of years. Or however
They haven't done it probably since you guys.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what was that, like 7 years ago?
No.
23, 20.
Yeah.
How long has Woody been gone?
Woody, I think this year made 6 years.
2018.
Because I'm pretty sure it was during COVID.
Goes
Was it?
fast.
No, I think it was during COVID.
Okay. Yeah, no, I think you're right. It was during COVID because my brother passed away 11 years ago, and I was out there posting 2012. My girlfriend's like, "Fix your post. You don't even know when your brother died."
Yeah.
You know?
I'm pretty sure it was 2020.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
You never say never, but
Right.
I mean, right now, in this moment, probably no. But
Right. But like you said, you're a wrestler, so you never say never.
Right. Big Gun's always looking for an excuse to get back in there.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, come on,
awesome,
guys.
man.
Come on, guys.
Yeah.
I had him on the show. He's my first master wrestler on the show. That was incredible, man.
He's a great guy.
Oh, he is. He's awesome. All right. On June 13, 2015, at Atlantic Pro Wrestling, you were being interviewed ringside by Big Mark Green. And you turned on Bugsy and Woody. What happened?
So,
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Wow.
Unbelievable.
Bugsy was getting over with the kids.
Right.
And everyone just loved Bugsy.
Right.
I mean, they loved the Knuckle Busters, all three of us. Yeah. But Bugsy was getting real over. So, we had started the seeds of a singles run for Bugsy. And I was still going to be around.
Yep.
We were just, we were going to have our feud, then kind of go our separate ways, and then who knows after that,
Right.
But I had blown out my knee. So I was wearing 2 knee pads, knee braces, and just to get through the feud with Bugsy, because we had to finish that.
Right.
And that was pretty much it. I mean, Bugsy was getting hot as a babyface, and we were still kind of in between, and they just wanted Bugsy as a solo, and
Yeah.
that was that.
That's awesome, though. I mean,
It was fun.
yeah, I'm sure it was.
I mean, every tag team eventually.
Oh, yeah,
It seems like it goes that
absolutely.
way.
I mean, that's one of the best things about being in a tag team, because when it ends, you get to feud with each other. I mean, that's awesome.
Look at Marty Jannetty threw himself through a glass window.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, that's nuts.
I guess he just wanted to get out of it.
Yeah.
Right?
Threw himself right into it.
But I think if it had gone on long enough, most likely we would have probably ended up together again.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Right. No, I hear you. All right. Jenna Banshees?
I know who this is.
Okay,
yeah.
I'm sorry I butchered your name, and I already know I did. So sorry. Okay, what is this, and how did I not know about this?
So-
and then you said, Jenna, I was a pro wrestler from 2012 to 2020, most in a tag team called the Knuckle Busters.
So
Jenna was shocked.
Jenna she sings and plays guitar in one of my bands, Catnap.
Oh, nice.
And maybe I just never mentioned it.
Yeah, she didn't
Maybe
know.
I just thought she might have known, but
Right.
I think she saw all the pictures and was like, who
Right.
are you?
Right? That's awesome. That she didn't know, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now she really
knows.
thinks you're a psycho.
Yeah.
All right. Jameson Monks. What's the worst bump you ever took? Both you guys.
Well, like I said, I was texting with Bugsy the other night, and I laughed out loud because what bumps did Bugsy ever take?
You're right.
We don't take bumps.
I was in those days when we were a team, I was the smaller guy,
Right,
so
right,
I was in there.
right.
I was in there taking the bumps most of the time. But I don't want to jump the gun, but the match we had with Demolition, they wanted to work with you for the majority. So you took a lot of bumps in that match,
Yeah.
in that Demolition match.
There's some stories there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the worst one I ever took was a chair shot from Larry.
Larry
Yeah,
Huntley?
Larry Huntley.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm going to come at you with a chair, and
Right.
if you're in my way, I'm going to hit you.
Yep.
And I climbed up on the ring, and he was right there, and I didn't get out of the way in time.
Yeah. Mine, if I had to say something, there was one where I got my bell rung. Remember the show we did for JHLA?
Yes.
And we wrestled Donnie Rotten
Yep.
and his nephew or little brother or something.
Yes, I remember.
And Donnie, I don't know if it was one of his moves or he just was doing it in that match. But you remember the old Ted DiBiase where the opponent would be sitting on his butt and Ted DiBiase would grab and jump over for a neck
Oh,
breaker?
yeah.
So he did that with me. And he held onto my head so long that my head went all the way down with him and we clunked heads.
Yeah.
And I was cut open, bleeding, and I lost a minute or two.
Right.
And even in that match, there was a spot. And he had a valet come to the ring with him.
Yeah, his girlfriend. Most likely.
All in the family.
Yeah.
And then so her and Woody were supposed to do a spot,
Yeah.
and that was for the go home. And so I started coming too, and I'm looking at Woody, and I forget what I said. I said, are you going to do the spot or something like that? And he yells at me, I already did it. No kayfabe at all. You know what I'm saying? But it was because I was out for a second. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then, but yeah, I'd say that was probably the worst one I ever took. I mean, there's been a bunch. I've broken my ribs with Brian
Right.
Malonis. I've broken my nose with Todd Sopel. It's just
Right.
it's the way we worked, I guess. Well, the way I worked, unfortunately.
Right. I got to say, did you see that Donnie Rotten went viral like a year ago?
With the Australian.
Oh, that was, Michael Foster.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so funny,
Did you watch that video?
I didn't see it.
Oh, yeah, we'll
I'll send it to you.
We'll have to see it.
It's hilarious. The Monster Mac and Trainee Number One were like filling.
Was
me
it
in
their
on that.
show?
Well, I think it was. They had something to do with it, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They put it in a park.
He pisses off the guy who wrestles as the Australian gimmick, Foster, and he starts yelling at him. It's play wrestling.
Well, no, yeah,
It's
Foster
play
kicked him in the
wrestling."
face.
Yes.
He did. He kicked him in the face, and
Yeah.
he was all upset. He's like, this is, this fake wrestling, and you're kicking me.
Play wrestling.
Play wrestling.
Play wrestling.
I'm like, my God.
If I remember, he was kind of more of like he looked
Like
he
a rock-
came out of the 80s.
Yes.
Oh,
Still-
100%.
still- still was there,
100%.
yeah.
He still looks like he's in the 80s.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Donnie's a great guy, man. I love
yeah.
Donnie. I really do.
Yeah.
But, I'm always going to pick fun of him for that, though.
And
you know what I mean?
Gotta. And he brought the tag belts. So
Okay.
he came in with his nephew or son. Or,
As the champs.
No.
Oh.
When we walked in the door, they threw us the belts and said, "You guys are champions tonight."
Oh yeah.
So then we had to lose
You
to
lost.
Donnie because they was his belts. So anyway,
Wow, that is pro wrestling.
yeah.
Inside secrets.
Yeah.
Oh, that is funny, though. All right. Ian Kerr, he's got a whole bunch of them.
Yep.
No, we just did that one. So he asked the two. What's your favorite match?
My personally was me against you in the chain match,
Okay.
but as together, it's got to be Demolition, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it has to be.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
think the
We're gonna
dog
talk
collar
about that.
match with Larry and
Oh yeah, with
Jake
Larry
was
Jake,
really good.
Where we went outside and everything.
Yeah.
That
Who
that
was this
great.
part of Big Jim or Jake? Who?
No, it was
Lumberjack.
Country Fried.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They were a good team.
Yeah.
that was fun.
So we had,
Jake's huge.
we had set up with Derek,
Right.
that did all the AV, that we were going to go outside. So they had a camera guy out there for us and everything. That was a good time.
Derek's one of the best production guys around, man. He really is.
Easily one of my favorite people that I met in the business.
Oh, yeah. Nice. So
That,
thanks, Woody. Thanks, Burly.
that demolition match, I remember when we got out there.
Yeah.
Or backstage, if you will. Smash comes up and he's like, "Now you young guys, don't you be hitting me too hard." And sure enough, we get out there, lock up. He clocked me so hard, I was seeing stars going around me like that.
Right?
What about Axe? He didn't even want to get dressed and put the makeup on.
He did it.
He wanted to come
I don't
out there-
even
he wanted to
remember
come out
him
there in a
saying
t-shirt.
anything. Yeah.
He wanted to come out there in a t-shirt and that's it. And Smash was like, "Listen, these guys are excited about
Right,
it. You know,
right.
it was a benefit show. Remember the kid,
Yes,
the kid that put it on?
put it on.
So they must have been taking pictures with the fans.
Oh yeah,
and stuff.
that was
So,
during
yeah.
the weekend there that they.
It was the Hall of Fame weekend.
Oh, okay.
So that's how he got all those guys. He got Demolition. Zach Gowen was there.
Yep.
Boogeyman was there.
Yep. Ox Baker was
Ox
there.
Baker.
R.I.P.
I think he was advertised but never showed up because I think we went out and sold merch in his spot at the table.
Okay.
I think that's why we were set up right next to AG. I remember Anthony Green.
Yeah. Wow.
And but there was a lot. There was probably more guys on that show that I'm forgetting about. But it was a wild show. I kind of would have liked to break that card down just because it's such a wild card. But I'll send it to you. I got the video.
Oh, well, we can talk about it if you want.
I wish I remembered better than I do.
That's not a problem.
I should have watched the video before I came and we could have.
All right. What was it like to wrestle Demolition? That was the next question.
It was great. Those are our guys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We talk about that in the car rides to Maine. That it was LOD and Demolition, but we all three of us felt the same way that LOD was more show than go,
right?
And Demolition was more go than show. You know,
I mean, the Mass Superstar, man, one of the greatest wrestlers
those guys
of all time, man.
Those guys could work,
at least.
Yep,
they could work.
Oh yeah,
and all the different gimmicks that Barry Dasso had. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's just they're just great.
He was just at the gathering that I was at, and he was Demolition, and he was Super Machine.
Yep.
Not the Mass Superstar, the Super Machine.
That was and don't forget we had Tugboat was their manager.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
that's right.
Wow.
And Woody was so mad because he would have came out with us and they could have did something.
Yeah.
But that was the same night that they put Demon and Jay. They put Demon and Jay in the New England Hall of Fame.
Okay.
And
Woody went to induct Demon Ortiz.
Right. Yeah.
So that's why he had to miss the show.
Yeah.
He wasn't happy about it, trust me.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure. What was your favorite thing to do as a heel? This is all from Ian Curran.
Probably piss off the little kids in the crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Break their hearts.
Yeah. Tell them to shut up. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes going out in the crowd and somebody has a pizza, you grab their pizza. But after a while, they like that. So
Right.
it's like, well, no,
Yeah, they're looking for you to
they
do it.
want
Yeah.
me to do that.
Yeah, I mean, we used to do all the old tactics, rip up the sign. I remember when back before I was with Bugsy, when I was teaming with Big Bear, they would do a lot of outdoor shows, VCW and a company in Everett called Ringside Entertainment.
Okay, yeah, I remember them.
Kenny the Cop used to run those shows.
Yeah, in Everett at the
Yes,
yeah.
So he would do a lot of outdoor shows. I remember one time me and Big Bear were coming to the ring, and Big Bear's in front of me, and the little kid and his buddies in the front row call him Fatso and stuff like that. And at that time, I was bringing a lit cigar to the ring.
Yeah, okay.
And I blew a big old puff of smoke in those kids' face.
Nice.
Probably not frowned upon nowadays, but
That was good though.
So
Sticking
I'd say-
up for the Big Bear.
That's pretty
now that we're
good.
talking about it, that's probably my number one. Was the secondhand smoke for the little kids?
That's a real heel move. All right. Yeah, Ian has one more. What's your dream match for the Knuckle Busters? Any tag team ever. Dead, alive, it don't matter.
Outside of Demolition?
Yeah,
If that would have been,
oh, absolutely. Yeah, outside of Demolition.
I think there's a few for me personally.
Cool.
Brainbusters,
Yep. Oh, yeah.
maybe British Bulldogs, Steiner Brothers. I like them.
I think, in my opinion, Nasty Boys,
I was just gonna say them.
Yeah,
Yep.
guys would match up well with the Nasty Boys. You would have.
Bushwhackers.
Yep, that would
Oh,
be fun.
nice.
The guys used to say that we were always like, we wanted to be like Demolition, but we were a lot more like the Bushwhackers.
Listen, man, those guys could work. Luke's worked for like almost 60 years,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah, I saw
He
that.
still wrestles.
I saw a video of him not that long ago.
Yeah, AP, Lucky Pro brings him in here and there and
Yep,
stuff. Chris and Jim, yeah.
They do good shows, those Lucky
Oh,
Pros.
yeah, absolutely.
God bless them.
No doubt. All right, Brian Medina. Thanks for the question, Brian. I'll gladly pay to see that match. You can take on Demon Ortiz, Dijak, and Brian Malonis. So
Is
if
he
you
re-
guys ever come back in a six-way.
Is he referring to the six?
yeah, with you teaming with Big Gun.
Big gun.
right.
So let's see. 5 out of 6 of those guys are retired.
Yep.
So I don't think
Dijak's the only one working.
And it probably been, I don't want to speak out of turn here, but he might be a little priced out for APW, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, yeah, probably, yeah, no doubt.
We've had him before though.
Oh, yeah.
We did
Oh,
the
before
interview with him.
Yeah, that's where he started. He had his
Yeah.
first matches in
Right.
APW.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
His first match, yeah?
Yeah,
Oh,
he-
that's right. He was working the bar, and you guys would be drinking at the bar.
Yeah, we
I
did.
remember Woody telling me
Yeah.
about those.
We
Yeah.
did an interview with it was supposed to be us at the bar, and he was the bartender and feeding us beers and stuff.
Yeah.
And that was when he first started.
Right.
But
I think we grabbed him by the collar.
Nice.
yeah, we're flicking bottle caps at him and stuff. But he had his first matches at APW because Woody saw that he was ready.
Right.
And Chaotic Chaotic hadn't put him on yet. So I think he kind of wanted to saw something in him and said,
why not?
his first match was going to be here.
Right.
And he gave members, do you remember his gimmick? Let's see if you remember.
No.
The Yugoslavian
Yes.
nobleman
The nobleman?
from Yugoslavia.
Yeah.
Nice.
Where I go, Hugo or
Yeah,
something.
and he would bring the flag to the ring and
Yep.
everything. Man, those are good times.
Yeah.
Hey, he's a hell of a talent. I
Yeah.
mean, I was shocked when WWE released him.
No,
I really was.
I wouldn't doubt if he ends up back there.
Oh,
yeah.
You know who's definitely not done there, in my opinion? AG. He'll be back.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, what I never understood about that one is he got there. They put him on NXT right away. They gave him every single week he was on 205 Live, and then they released him. I don't understand how you release a guy that's on TV every week.
But didn't that kind of coincide with them ending 205 Live?
We could have been, maybe. You're
I
right.
think it was
okay.
right around that same
It's too
time.
bad though,
Yeah.
because like I said, they used him.
Yep.
It's such a big company, though, that
Oh, yeah.
they're seeing other stuff,
Right.
like who's watching at this hour
Yeah.
or this minute or what's
Right.
happening here and there, who's selling merchandise. But
Yep.
AG gave me my first match when he was booking Bay State Championship Wrestling as a young kid.
Right.
Geez, he must have been 15,
Wow.
14 years old. And I was still...
Was he even wrestling then, or was he
No,
reffing?
he was reffing and he was running the shows.
And running. Wow.
And he had a battle royal and he needed guys, and I was training with Derek and those guys.
Yeah.
And he invited me along, and it was such a good time. And I ended up working with one of the other trainees from Chaotic at the time, and he was ex-military, and he was doing a kind of a military gimmick with the fatigues and stuff.
Yeah.
And we were talking, you know, what you want to do, this and that, and somehow it came up that he had a bazooka in the back of his car, or a grenade launcher, something like that. You know what I mean? You know,
Only in wrestling.
not live or anything like that, right? And I said, and you bring it to the ring with you? He goes, well, I haven't. I said, bring it to the ring, and that's how you're going to eliminate me from this battle royal. You're going to hit me with that bazooka, and I'm going to take a tumble over the top.
Nice.
And it was a good time. So thanks, AG.
It's another kid though that's incredible. Did you see his tag team right now with Shannon Thomas?
Yes. Yep.
Starstruck with Sidney Bacabellas, man. You want to talk about an entertaining an entertaining trio?
Yep.
Wow, man. Seriously.
still blows my mind when I see these guys still doing it and getting just inching
Yeah.
their way
Yeah.
up. You know, I mean, some of them are on WWE, TNA,
I was going to bring it up. You guys
AEW.
remember Christian Casanova?
Yeah,
Yep.
of course.
Yep.
You know, he's doing great at Carmelo Hayes.
Yep.
I was
Killing
definitely,
it.
I'm not going to lie, I was definitely disappointed he was left off Mania this year.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie, I was.
Yeah.
But he'll
You know
get
what I mean?
there.
Oh, no doubt, dude. He's so talented. There's nothing can stop that kid.
And he
Yeah.
always had a great attitude, still does.
Yes.
I watched an interview with him on Channel 5 the other day.
Yep.
He's got a great attitude
Oh,
still
he's
to
got
this
a
day.
great attitude.
Yep.
He's such a good person, too. You know what I mean? He's not phony or nothing,
Yep.
you know?
Yep.
All right. Joshua Jenkins.
Yep.
What would you say to Big Woody if he was here today?
Ooh.
Other than, you know, I love you and stuff like
yeah,
that, you know? Would you bust his balls?
He probably would be sitting right next to us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But no, just, you know, thanks for all the good times and
Yep.
thanks for putting us together.
I would probably say, "What's up, boss? Burly's still a d-bag."
He probably already would have said it. You wouldn't have to say it.
Oh, that's funny.
Just another chance to try to make him laugh,
Right.
And have a conversation with, whether it was on the phone, in person, in the car.
Yeah.
You know, I just always like trying to get him going. You know what I mean?
I always wanted to do a boxing episode with Woody, and I
Yeah.
would have loved to have gotten like Mickey Wood and not tell him.
Yep.
And that, you know what I mean? It would have been really good.
He was like borderline sports historian.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
absolutely. Boxing for sure.
Yep.
We had a lot of boxing talks.
Well, we had that show on APW, the Woodshed, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And remember, he had the buddy that was a boxing promoter, Gil Bonk, remember?
Yeah.
That was-
Bill Bonk.
Oh, that's the Battle Royal was named after that guy.
Was the Gil Bonk, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So he was a boxing promoter and a good friend of Woody's.
Oh, wow, I did not know that.
Yep.
No kidding.
Yep.
That's wild. And Mike renamed it to something else now. I don't.
For a year or two, it was the Big Woody, right?
Then maybe it
Okay.
is the Big Woody then.
No,
it's not.
now it's whatever the nickname is of Newbury or Newburyport now. It's
Right.
like
Oh.
Clipper City or
Clipper City Rumble
yeah,
or something.
like that. Yeah.
That's exactly what it is, because I was doing the concessions there for quite a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Brian Kerr, who was your biggest influence to start wrestling? Well, I think you've already said it was Woody, right? Because he took a look at you.
As far as getting in the ring, like
Yeah.
I would say going back as a kid, probably like Hulk Hogan or something.
Right.
You know, that was my first exposure.
Right.
I've had conversations with other people, you know, around my age, a little older. They were into like the NWA and that stuff. That came later for me. So
Yeah, because we
I
lived
saw
in the East Coast.
Yeah.
In the Northeast.
So it was the Hogan Savages, and then the Hart Foundation, Demolition, and all that. So
I would say, like he's saying about Hulk Hogan and stuff like that, I was always a huge ECW guy. Even my buddies that didn't like wrestling, we'd stay up to watch on the Spanish channel.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then when Ring of Honor started coming around the mid 2000s, when they still had everybody, when they had Dragon and
Joe,
everybody, all those guys, they were all still there.
Yeah.
So we used to go whenever they came to. It was in Quincy a few times and a few other places like
Dorchester.
that. We saw the Ladder War with Steen and Generico versus the Briscoes.
Yeah. I was long gone by then.
So I'd say that going to those shows there was kind of what kind of made it feel possible.
I'll be honest with you. Back then, those shows were so stacked and so good from start to finish.
Even the undercard.
Unbelievable. Yeah, unbelievable stuff, man. My favorite faction was Special K. You know, and that was
I'm sure I know.
Insane Dragon, Dixie, Jay Lethal as Hydra, Deranged, Azrael. They were just like a bunch of young kids in college raves and stuff. That's all they would do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So those shows and then Chikara, when Chikara would come around, which is kind of how I got the idea of doing the old school gimmick, you know what I mean?
Right.
I wanted to just do something a little different than what everyone else was doing. And that was Chikara's MO, was doing something a little different than everyone else was doing. So.
They came to Nashville one time. I went to that show. They honored Jeff Costa that day.
Yeah, I was there. That was
you were there too? Cool.
I was there, and that was when we met Dragon when he was coming to the building.
I did too. I took a picture with Seth. He sat on the little bench with my youngest daughter, and he took a picture and stuff. Yeah, and then there was somebody who had a hood over his head. They were letting him in the building, and I found out afterwards it was Colt Cabana.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Colt Cabana was there, too.
Yeah. They put on good shows, Chicago. Silly. A baseball game broke out, Bugsy.
Really
right in the middle of a match.
Really
All of a sudden, they started playing baseball.
I want to say I might have been there.
Yeah?
Because I met him at a show once.
So we did the ring. Jason did the ring rental a couple of times for them.
Oh, nice.
So we got to interact and help set up the ring and obviously watch the show and stuff like that. So those are good times.
Yeah, those were really good wrestlers that weren't really well known. Like all the Ants were like Orange Cassidy, Pinky Sanchez, what's his name? Drew Gulak, and a few others. You know,
and a lot of those guys still wrestle in the Philly area.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, there's a company that, remember Ultramantis Black?
Yeah. So
there's a company that he's involved with. I'm not sure if he's the promoter or what it is, and it's a lot of those same guys. They have a bunch of different ants at this point, you know what I mean?
That's cool.
And Hollow Wicked still wrestles there with them as a tag team and stuff like that. I can't think of the name. I'll have to send you the link.
Ultramantis Black was really good.
Yep.
He was really, really good.
Yep.
All right, guys, for the past few episodes, I've been trying something different, like a little pop culture type stuff. What's your favorite kids movie?
Your favorite kids movie?
Ooh.
I mean, I'm a giant Star Wars nerd.
Yeah.
Almost everybody already knows that.
Right.
So I guess you could consider that.
Okay.
I would have to go with something that I saw as a kid. So probably like Flight of the Navigator.
Okay.
Great movie.
If you remember that.
Yep. My personal one is Adventures in Babysitting. I watched it 100 times with my kids. It's so
great movie.
That's no Kit Kat. That's a jumbo-sized sewer rat.
Yeah.
Right? She throws the thing up in the air.
And I still watch some of those movies. We watched.
all the time.
I forced the wife to watch He-Man with me a couple of weeks ago.
Nice.
The new He-Man.
The new He-Man, yeah. That's cool.
And this past weekend, we watched the new Toxic Avenger.
Oh, cool.
Was it good? With Peter Dinklage. It was what you thought it would be.
I like Peter Dinklage, though. He's a really good actor, man.
Yeah, Game of Thrones is one of my favorite shows.
Oh, yeah. And he was on that, what was the movie about plastic? Nip Tuck. You ever see that show? Yeah. He climbed the ladder and went up to Sean and says, "You want to hit me now?" I was laughing. I'm like, "Yeah, you go get him, little guy."
Yeah. No,
But he's a great actor.
yeah. Yeah.
And then Game of Thrones is such a good show. Did
So
you
good.
watch Game of Thrones?
No, but I've seen it.
Right.
It's one of those things where it's like it came out, and then 10 years later, I'm going to be like, dude, Game of Thrones, how
Yeah.
come nobody told me? I did that with Lost
Yeah.
and Breaking Bad.
Breaking-
I saw them well after
Bad.
they aired.
Wow.
And you watched Better Call Saul already?
Some of it, yeah.
Oh, you got to finish it, man. That show is just as
Really
good as by the time it ended.
Yeah. Yep.
It's just as good as Breaking Bad.
Well, that's like the new one there, the House of the Dragon.
Yeah, how is that? Because I haven't watched it. It's already in season 3.
Season 3 was really, really good. 1 and 2,
Kind of slow.
kind of
That's
slow,
all right.
but that's how Game of Thrones was
Right,
anyway,
right,
you know?
exactly. Yeah.
But I had the advantage, when I watched Game of Thrones, it was already all over. So I could just watch as much as I
Watch
wanted.
till the end.
I didn't have to wait week to week to
Right.
week.
I watched it week to week to week.
I love that.
You know.
I don't know if I could have.
Right.
Yeah.
That was tough. What about have you seen the one Pluribus? That Vince
I know of it.
Yeah, I guess it won awards or something. I guess the lady that played Kim won.
Yeah.
She won like the Grammy or something like that.
Me
Or
and
Emmy.
yeah. Me and the wife always got some type of show going. We just finished House of the Dragon. We watched. I'm a big Shane Gillis guy.
Yeah, yeah.
So we just watched Tires.
Okay,
The comedy
yeah.
show that he's got there. So we always got some type of show.
Did
that
you
we're
watch
watching.
The Wire?
The Wire? No, I don't think I watched The Wire.
You should. How about The Shield?
The Shield, I watched a good amount of it. I don't think I ever watched it front to back.
Wow, man. Those shows were so good.
My one of my older cousins, Olivia,
Yeah.
is went to high school with Chickless.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
No kidding.
In Andover.
Wow. That's amazing, man. He's a great actor. I never really watched The Commish.
Yeah.
You know, but The Shield was an incredible show. It started off with a bang. Spoiler alert, he kills a cop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that was the same writer that ended up doing Sons of Anarchy.
Yes. Yeah. That was a good show, too. But you know, one thing I'll say about Sons of it wasn't believable, though. Like, how can you kill 35 people and then go to jail for a week?
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It was a great show, though.
Yeah.
You just had to dispel the belief
Yes,
because
yeah.
I don't understand how you can kill 35 people and not go to prison.
I mean, 5 minutes ago we were talking about dragons, so.
Yeah. Dude, that Game of Thrones, man, unreal. Remember at the end, the ice? They made one of
Yes.
the dragons ice.
So I'm kind of getting the feeling that this newest one has a connection to that.
Right. I'm going to have to start watching that
It's good.
one.
It's good.
Did you end up watching it, guys? I'm sorry, it's turned into a TV show here. No, but did you ever watch Power? That
No.
was on Stars?
No, but I know. No, you know, I don't have stars.
Okay. Unbelievable show. And then it did like 3 spin-offs. And all 3 of them were really good. They just ended the last one, Raising Kanan. And Kanan was played on Power Show by 50 Cent.
Oh, okay.
And the kid that plays him as a kid, it looks just like him. He really does. And is a great actor, man. Really good show. You should check that out. Power first, though. If you're gonna, I would watch Power first. It's so good.
Yeah, I don't have stars. I've been putting it off because I like that show that's on there, that From.
Oh, dude, I watch it. Yeah, that's also on MGM.
So I don't have either of those.
Right.
And
I watch it on MGM.
I've been putting it off because I don't want to buy another channel for one show. You know what I mean?
It's so
Yeah.
good,
Yeah.
though. From is so.
It's very similar to Lost.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
It's a great show.
And
All
that,
right.
that main actor was in Lost. The main actor from
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Harold Pineri or whatever. He also was in Oz.
Yeah.
He was in the wheelchair in the show Oz.
Okay.
That's right, yes.
End of TV tangent.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, favorite TV show?
Oh, geez. We just talked about that, didn't we?
Yeah. Was it Game of Thrones?
Game of Thrones, Sopranos,
Yeah.
Sons of Anarchy.
Yes.
That type of stuff.
Walking Dead,
Yeah.
Sopranos, Oz.
Yep. Great. All those great shows.
Well,
I didn't like having to make up the ending though on The Sopranos. I would have rather have had. No, I'm just saying. I would have rather have had an ending than, hey, make it up yourself, buddy. Is he
Yeah.
alive? Is he dead?
I
You know
thought
what
my
I mean?
TV broke. I honestly did.
I hear you, dude.
thought we lost
doubt.
power.
Yeah, I wasn't happy that I had to make the ending up. I invested all that time, and I'm still mad about it. I am. That's why I will never say The Sopranos is the best show. And you know, The Wire, when it ended, you know what they did? They showed where every main character went after, like, some kid now he was the new drug dealer.
Okay.
Now he was the guy that robbed the drug dealers. You know what I mean? This one became a judge, and this,
Yeah,
right.
I think they were like, they messed that up. Let's show this.
Yeah.
I do. I think they did that ending because The Sopranos did their ending.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. We're still talking about it to this day. So
Maybe
And it was a phenomenal show.
they leave it open-ended in case,
Right.
something.
Yeah, well, they could always come back. Well, they can't now because
Yeah.
they'd have to open it with Tony's death.
yeah,
His kid's a pretty good actor.
that's what they were saying. They were going to do a movie at one point, right?
Yeah. Did you see what was the show on HBO? It was about New York, Times Square in the '70s. Not Vice. I can't think of the name, but I'll hit you up later.
I might have
it's
seen
a
that,
wicked
yeah.
good show though. So good. It's all about like the porn industry, hookers. You know what I mean? Drugs, booze, cops.
Oh, sign me up.
It was, but it's wild, right? Though, because it's back in the '70s. And remember how dirty, like Boston, you know what I mean? How dirty the cities were.
Yeah.
Grungy, grimy.
Yeah, Times Square looks
Chaos.
nothing like that today.
No,
Nothing like that.
No, it's all tourists.
Yeah. All right. How about favorite movie franchise? You already said Star Wars.
Yep, for sure.
How about you?
Oh, I don't.
I like Back to the Future myself.
Yeah, that one's.
I'd say that's definitely top 3.
Yeah, that's in there. Star Wars, maybe not for me.
Right.
Not in the top 3. I don't know. I'm trying to think of.
I mean, everything is a franchise now.
Yeah.
Getting 3 movies out of anything.
Even 2 if they want to call it
anything
that.
like George Romero, Night of the Living Dead, or Return of the Living Dead, like
Right.
those movies. I always gravitated more towards that. But
Okay. Awesome. All right. What's your favorite band? I know what your favorite band is because you're wearing them.
Yeah, Local H. I've lost track of how many times I see them. Every time they come, I try to see them.
Right.
So I'm probably seen them 30-something times, I'd say.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a fan.
Yep. It's so good. It's so good.
I've seen
Local
Tesla
H.
like 18 times. So that's my band.
One of my bands, we actually talked about covering Local H.
Really?
Oh yeah. So hopefully we do that.
It's crazy. Now they're doing like the re-releases of albums from 20 years ago.
Right,
Yeah.
right,
25 years ago, 30 years ago. Oh, I'm so old.
Are they like some bands? I guess like Judas Priest did the thing where they did like 10 albums or something like that, and they played like at least one song from every album.
So when they go on tour, and it's the anniversary
Right.
of whatever record, they'll play the whole record back to back.
Front to back. Yeah.
Wow, I'm not a fan. Rob Halford. I like Janie Lane. Did you ever hear that story?
No. Oh yeah. It was
From Warrant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Janie Lane went partying with Rob Halford and his manager or whatever,
Yeah.
and allegedly slipped him a Mickey.
Oof.
Yeah.
Not
What
cool.
led to his big time drinking problems, and he died of alcoholism, really.
Yeah.
All right. How about
What's your favorite band?
Oh, yeah. What's your favorite band?
That's going to be tough for him.
Current, besides my own, Converge, because I'm wearing their shirt. I've been going to their shows since I was a kid.
Nice.
But I mean, for me, the band that like got me into like the loud stuff was Pantera.
Nice.
So I got to go there.
Okay. Excellent. What about what's been your favorite concert, guys?
You know mine.
Local H.
Yep. Although a couple of years back, went with the wife and some of her family and friends. We saw a double show. It was up in Guilford, New Hampshire.
Yeah.
It was Offspring and 311, the same show.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
I love The Offspring.
It was really good.
I mean, 311's good too, but
Yeah.
The Offspring, man, I love those guys.
Yep, that was a real good show.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Why don't we got like little over 10 minutes. Play the name game. How about Knuckles Nelson?
Wow. I've only had a couple interactions with him, but he trained everybody that trained me.
Right,
So the utmost respect.
Yeah.
I think by the time I was coming around, he was going somewhere else.
Right.
So, or not participating in pro wrestling anymore. So,
Because it was APW before it was APW, it was Wrestling Star Wars.
Yes. Yes.
And I think the first-
At the beach, right? Oh, did he run
No.
in Newburyport too?
At the fire hall.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
Wrestling Star Wars.
well, I know years and years ago they had a wrestling promotion down there.
Yeah, at the beach.
That probably was
It was Star Wars. It
affiliated.
definitely was.
It is.
It
But
was Wrestling Star Wars.
they did they were in Newbury in the fire hall
Right.
under
That's
Wrestling
awesome.
Star Wars.
That's
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, so the first show I did with them, it was still Wrestling Star Wars.
Right.
And Knuckles was on commentary. I don't know if I've been on here so many times at this point. I don't know if I've told this story, but I'll tell it now. He would come up and ask us, who trained you? What's your name? Stuff like that. And he came up to me and he said, who trained you? And I had just finished up. Well, not finished up. I was just starting to do shows after finishing up my training at the Belltime Club.
Right.
So I said Jason Rumble. Because in those days, it was before Bo.
Yeah.
Jay was still
Right.
the trainer. So I said Jason Rumble. And he kind of shot me a look. Because they have a history.
Yeah.
And then he said, okay, well, what's your gimmick name? And I said, it's Bare Knuckle Burly. And he kind of shot me a look and jotted something down in his notebook. And then when I watched the show back a week or two later, with the commentary on and stuff like that, he called me Bear Burly. And he says, I don't know where this kid trained, but...
Wow.
So he didn't want to mention it all. And then I heard from Woody a couple of years later that because him and Woody were really good friends.
Right.
Best friends. And he did admit to Woody that he could have acted a little better. And in his opinion, these are his words.
Right.
And that if in hindsight, it would have been nice to have some type of little maybe connection between the two of us.
Right.
Since
Yeah.
the gimmicks were similar and the names were similar.
Yeah.
And, they were one of the best tag teams in the area. And we, as far as APW wise, we were one of the better tag teams in APW.
Right.
So he thought that there was a little money was left on the table there. And that's coming from Woody.
Nice. Knuckles a good dude. I had him on the show. He was a nice guy. Actually, I think I had him twice.
He was very nice and cordial to me, but
Right.
I was not.
No,
I was not Knuckle, and I was not trained by Jay Rumble.
Right. How about the masshole Mike McCarthy?
Oh man, Mike's
Hell
a great
yeah.
dude. This it popped up on my Facebook memories. The show that he put on at the nightclub in Boston. Remember that show? It was a great show. Outside at the nightclub,
Yes, the President's Rock Club in Quincy.
he booked a show for us to do there outside.
Oh, that
It
was awesome.
Awesome. It was so
Yeah.
awesome.
That is awesome. Mike's a great guy, man. I had him back on the show because he was diving headfirst into wrestling, and then he dove headfirst out of wrestling and went back to playing in bands.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's that's his circle.
Right. But what a great guy.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Great guy.
Super talented.
Oh,
my
wicked.
God.
Yeah.
And then
Definitely.
at the end when he was just as good as anybody in the area.
Yep.
Anybody.
Yep.
All right. How about Cameron Replay?
Cameron Replay. That's how I started in wrestling. Was we have a mutual friend, Scott, and he knew I wanted to get into business, and they were doing those ringside entertainment shows.
Right.
And he said, "All right," he said, "Be by your phone. There's going to be a day where I call you to show up."
Nice.
So it was a Sunday or Saturday morning. My phone rang early in the morning. He said, "Hey, be at the Everett Harley Davidson at such and such time." I said, "All right, I'm there." He explained to us, and my friend Scott went too.
Yeah.
He was putting together a little entourage because he was just getting ready to lose the junior heavyweight title.
Okay.
And he's like, I need a new storyline. So he brought on my buddy Scott as a manager. He brought me as the bodyguard. I just,
Yeah.
come to the ring, cross my arms. And he had a woman that would come down with us. And then we ended up adding Stiff Mike as Apocalypse.
Yep.
And we had a little group. Just in Case. You know Just in Case?
Oh, yeah.
Spells with a K?
Yep.
He was in the group, so we were like we had a big little group there. And that's how I got started. I trained a little bit with Stiff before the shows, just to be able to bump if I needed to bump.
Right.
And from there, I went to CTC in Andover when it was still, CTC.
Yep.
And
Hollow running it then?
Hollow was there, Malonis, Handsome,
Yep.
and Brian Fury. But I never got the chance to train with Fury because he would train on the nights that I wasn't able to make it.
Right.
So I had Malonis, I had Handsome,
Yeah.
I had Hollow, and then I ran out of money there because it was so expensive.
Right.
And ended up going and finished my training with Jay.
Nice. Do you have anything you want to add, Tom?
I don't.
Cameron?
I knew you were gonna do the name game, and I was like, I'm gonna be horrible at this. So,
I'm gonna.
that's Cameron.
Yeah.
Yeah, she. Oh, geez, we had tons of matches with them.
Yeah.
Him and
Him and Ginger.
the Canadian legend Matt Loudon.
Yeah, Matt Loudon. He was here. He
Yep.
came on here with Apocalypse. What? Stiff Mike.
One or the other.
Yeah. All right. How about this guy passed away too? Uncle Eddie Hunt.
Yeah, he was the one that inducted us in the Hall of Fame.
Yep.
Yeah, we had me and him had a nice night at a bar over in Drake, just catching up, and he wanted to jot down some stuff, and we had dinner, had a few beers, and stayed in touch a little bit after that, and then all of a sudden you scrolling through Facebook, there he is.
Yeah. He was, we lived in the same town. I'd often see, I think his family owned a business kind of somewhere in town. So when I go by there, I'm just like.
Yeah, Ed was a good guy. He was another big boxing fan. Him and Woody used to talk a lot of boxing too.
Yep.
And the greatest, never be topped APW commentary team is him and Woody, for sure.
Yeah.
Right.
Just because they knew each other their whole lives.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. How about Vanity Vixen?
So I only knew her from when we came back to do the Hall of Fame, and when I came to do the Battle Royal.
Yep.
That's when I met her, which is crazy because she wasn't been in the business forever.
Yeah, forever.
But she was always very nice to us.
Right.
Hugs and everything. Very nice.
Yeah. Sethrin, that's
Sethrin
that
and
connection.
Vanity.
Yep.
Yeah. Really nice person.
Yeah.
Always been nice to me. So.
Right.
The fans,
she's awesome.
The fans loved her.
Oh, they love her.
In APW.
Absolutely.
She could go too.
Absolutely. Yes, she can. All right. How about Hunter Wood?
Hunter Wood.
The Hampton Beach bad boy.
Yeah, the Hampton Beach bad boy.
The most lovable goofball you ever meet in your entire life.
I honestly really loved training with him
Yeah.
and like working with him in the ring. I think which was very little, but something about giving that guy a suplex, it just felt right.
Yeah, he was part of that core group there.
Right.
Yep.
How about Widow Belmont?
Widow Belmont.
Ooh.
Super underrated. Probably the most underrated
for
female
sure.
wrestler in New England.
For sure. Absolutely.
Hell of a hand in the ring.
They built the whole women's division around her.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she can wrestle. How about her brother, John Poe?
Another one. I've gone on record. I've gone on record saying he's my favorite APW champion of the time that we were there.
Right.
Yeah. Tough as nails.
Oh, no doubt. Big dude, too.
Yes.
And he
Looks like a wrestler.
He loved us. Remember when he that 6-man tag, and he specifically wanted us to be the other two
Yes,
guys?
I remember that.
Yep.
All right. How about Toto Loco? Benny.
Yeah, Benny.
Yeah.
So I don't think I wrestled against him as Benny.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think for Pat shows.
Yep.
Before Bugsy, with me and Bear and stuff like that.
Right.
Because him and Bear have a good relationship.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Big time.
Yep.
Good friends.
Yeah, he was on the Fenway shows.
he
Where I
was
worked
on
with
the
him.
Fenway shows. Yep.
Oh, incredible.
Right.
High flyer.
What do you guys remember about the Fenway shows?
I didn't. I was out of the game. So he got to do it with Big Bear, right?
I did it with Big Bear,
Nice.
singles, tag team. Just getting there before the show and like sneaking out to the right field stands and just being like, this is the Cathedral of Boston.
Yep.
100%.
I mean, how can you not be romantic about baseball? And
Oh,
then
yeah.
add wrestling?
Right.
Come on.
And
Fenway
wrestling
5.
hadn't been there since the 60s.
Right?
I had talked to Bo about us doing something, but at the time, and I still do have a little. I have some foot issues.
Oh, do you?
And at the time, they were flaring up, and I didn't want to commit to doing something.
Right.
I don't want to commit to doing something and then come down to it. I had to cancel.
Right.
So I just said Bo, and I told him the whole story.
Yeah.
And he's like, I understand. So
Bo's a good guy, man. I love Bo. How about Robo? You guys familiar with Robo?
I remember him.
yeah. He still wrestles for APW.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he has a couple restaurants.
Yes. Very nice.
Wow.
Guy.
I didn't know that.
Very
Yeah.
nice guy.
He has a restaurant here in Nashua, Zoe's Place, and then a place in, I want to say it's North Andover, but it's on like the line, I guess, from the Andover
Yes.
Lawrence line.
Yep.
Super nice guy.
Yeah, really good guy. All right, one more name, Shannon Thomas.
It's AG's partner.
Yep.
I saw them wrestle at was it Limitless that did a show in Lowell?
Yes.
The same day as TNA.
Oh, no, that wasn't in Lowell, but I know what you're talking about. But yes.
It was Beyond.
Yeah, Beyond.
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 So I got to see them wrestle in person. They're so good together.
So
Yeah.
good. So good. All right, well, might as well go one more. How about Danny Miles?
Oh, man.
Yeah.
He's
Loved working with them.
best all-around guy
Isn't he?
in New England, I think.
Right.
One spot I did with them, I gave him a double clothesline, him and probably Paver or Joe Moakley, and I was just like, yes,
Yeah.
pro wrestling rules.
Nice, man. That's awesome. Guys, man, thank you for coming on again.
Thank you.
Awesome having you guys here.
you, sir.
Thank you.
You're
Pleasure.
welcome. Guys, we're out. Peace. Hi, guys. I hope you're enjoying the show. Listen, I could use a little help to grow my YouTube channel. So if you could please like, share, and subscribe. That's most importantly, subscribe. Send me a direct message, and I'll give you a shout out here on the show. My YouTube channel is real simple. It's just my name, Leo Connors. Thanks in advance. Peace.